Land of Wano arc from One Piece is way too long. It's way too long. It just goes on and on and on, and it's the best fucking thing ever. It's such a good arc. Holy crap! That I adored Wano. It was such a good story arc. But yeah, it was a bit long at times. It's like so long, but I do think it's good to like I just God, it does drag on, but like once we reach like the fucking roof fight, like it is peak. It's the peakest peak ever. There's so much good stuff going on in that story arc. It is One Piece at its best. It's like all of the things in One Piece, all the things the story is about, these themes that appear again and again that define One Piece, like legacy and helping people and like I'm like, why isn't that like clicking working? Like my buns are getting messed up. That's weird. Like legacy and devotion and fighting for innocent people and everything that One Piece is about is what that arc is about, and it comes together into this amazing climax that takes like way too long to get to that climax, and sort of the middle, like the first half of the raid on Oshigara isn't good. It's kind of drawn out, but I do think that Wano is One Piece at its best. Like, actually, the animation quality is such an incredible stand up. It looks amazing. Are you fucking shitting me? Great. Fucking sturdy. Sturdy's a bullshit ability. And I lost another Pokemon in this shitty game. Whatever. I'm going to go bury my Pokemon. Cause I fucking exploding Graveler. Great. So, how am I doing? Well, I forgot that that's not how that works. I'm still unemployed. A few days after later, yeah, I haven't found a job yet. I've been applying to jobs and not finding a lot, so I've been mostly watching One Piece, and I turned down the super speed, but the super speed's too high. So that's where I am right now. I'm unemployed. I'm watching One Piece, and I got through Land of Wano because I didn't have much else to do but just watch that arc, which is a very good arc that I adored. And now I'm on Egghead, which is great. I just watched the episode of like Kobe like punching apart what's his face, Pizzolo's big arm to like save the ship, and that's good. I'm enjoying it. It's a good arc. I do think like I've been like talking about One Piece with my friends as I watch it, and I'm going through it because I have two friends that are really into the show and have been watching it. What can we get in Terminus Cave? Something good? Something Zygarde? Something, please? I don't actually think you can get Zygarde, but I'll settle for Durant because I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here, people. I've gone through too many Pokemon. Yeah, but yeah, One Piece is very good, and I could write an essay on like things from One Piece similar to what I've written about Homestuck and um, God, I just can't talk tonight because I've been do I yeah I could do a essay on One Piece, and why doesn't that like clicking on the capitalized button work? I don't know. I'm kind of out of it, I guess. Still no job. Um, what else has been going on in my life? Not a lot, admittedly. Not a lot since I lost my job. I paid my taxes today. That's the interesting thing that I'm doing right now. Now that I am unemployed, I'll do this cave later off screen. Yay. Yeah. I'm just going through the motions. It feels like a lot. It I don't know what gonna happen to me going forward, how long it will take me to find another job, because I really liked the job that I had, and I don't have it anymore because the company went out of business, and just running because you explode, and psychicking because you don't explode. It would have been cool to have a Tyranitar instead of a Graveler that I can't use because of the shitty. I hate trade evolutions so much. Trade evolutions are a terrible, terrible game mechanic. Like, I get, it forces you to play with your friends. Yeah, well, I don't, I didn't have a fucking link cable as a kid, you know? I didn't have that. Whatever, and we're in Quarry Town, and let's heal up, and yada yada. Let's swap out that Graveler for the Durant. And overshooting because I'm on super speed, but whatever. And don't have a boss fight with Professor Sycamore. Yeah, boss fight Professor Sycamore. But yeah, Wano's good. I really enjoyed Wano. It was just a good story arc that I enjoyed. And I don't have much to say other than this is really good. Queen is the best. Queen is the absolute best One Piece character. They did, a few of the Straw Hats kinda didn't get much to do in that arc. But on the other hand, there was so much going on and so many other characters going on, and honestly too much characters at times. I don't care for most of the Scabbards, but Kinemon's fun. And overall this arc of Momonosuke growing up and becoming this leader, being inspired by Luffy, and that was good. I enjoyed that part. Okay, and a Drapion! Yes, this is something I can actually use. Okay, yeah, I will use a Drapion. Thank you for the new team member. Great Ball for the Drapion. Don't use Toxic Spikes. Netball for the Drapion. You're not a bug type. I don't want to one-shot it, so I'm throwing netballs. Do I have Ultra Balls? Ultra Ball that I bought a ton of for the Drapion. Come on, get in the ball, get in the ball, get in the ball. Yamato's a really fun character. I really enjoyed Yamato. He's so just this adorable, Kaido-san who wants to be a great hero and go see the seas. That's great. I've heard, for years, the discourse about Yamato and, is this character actually trans? And, I've noticed also just seeing things online that's what? That's not why I hit the enter button instead of the backspace button. I've noticed that the worst parts of the One Piece fandom, the type you don't want to deal with, are also the ones, the people who have bad opinions on that show and are kind of dicks, are also coincidentally the ones that got kind of questionable views on Yamato. But no, it's if the character says I'm a man, and every character in the show says that's a man, and goes he, him pronouns and all of that, then I think that character's a man and you say he. But the one thing I will say, admittedly, is that let's talk about One Piece and trans people. Is that so? Did I talk about this last week as I was going through it? I don't know. So the thing about One Piece is that it's a story about characters that are just fucking weirdos, and a lot of the humor is, hey, look at this fucking weirdo. What a weird guy. Frankie, great character. I like Frankie. Frankie, a lot of the humor is just what a fucking weirdo. What is this guy's problem? You know, that's the joke with Frankie, that he's this giant robot dude who's constantly shouting, and he's a robot powered by Coke. And he's a weirdo, but he is beyond that a complex and heroic character, okay? The joke about Frankie is this guy's a weirdo, and there is more to the character than the joke this guy is a weirdo. And then we get to the trans characters in One Piece, or the queer characters, because it's not an elegant enough series to know exactly what the terminology for Bon Clay or Dr. Ivanikov, what the proper thing would be, because they're not going to be proper. The whole series is kind of shitty in that regards. But, you have these characters who the joke is, wow, this character is such a weirdo, and the thing that makes them weird is that they are gender non-conforming or queer or maybe trans. I'm not even sure, because, it's less clear-cut with those characters. I'll just go with he, him, because that's what the series goes with for those characters, although I don't know if that's necessarily right in that case. They do wow, this character is such a weirdo, for like Bon Clay and Dr. Ivanikov, and like those characters are heroic and loyal, like great allies during Impel Dawn, despite being like joke characters where the joke is, oh, what a weirdo, what an ugly, gross man who's unpleasant to be around because he's queer. Like that is like what the joke with Bon Clay and Dr. Ivanikov is, that they're weird and off-putting and strange because they're not cis. And like they're heroic characters beyond that. But anyway, it can be worse though. Like, oh god, like the fucking Sanji's Time Skip Island where he like trains with the Newcom people, and like, oh, it's just like he's so transphobic, and he's like, oh god, I'm in hell, I hate this place, oh, I hate all these people, I would rather die than have to spend time with any queer people. Oh, it's so horrible. Like the joke is just that, yeah, Sanji's right, it is awful, queer people are terrible. It's like the joke in that scene, and it's just vile. It's like the worst parts of One Piece. If we're talking about Wano, well, actually, I'd say that if we're the absolute best, it'd be Enies Lobby. But like, if that's the best, then the worst is everything with Sanji during his training after Sabaody. And like, it's just terrible. It's like, Oda just fucking hates, like the One Piece author just fucking hates queer people and just thinks that they're gross and weird and disgusting. Or at least he did, because that view has changed in a different but related way years later by the time of Wano, where the joke isn't, wow, this trans person is like gross and I hate them. It's, wow, this trans man is a sexy lady who I'm going to be misogynistic to, even though he's a man. Like, I'm going to treat him like I treat the female characters in the work, and that is badly. Like, that's how Yamato is treated. It's like, the joke is that Yamato is like a fucking idiot, like, this stupid woman is dumb enough to think he's a man. Like, that's the joke with Yamato, and he's a great character beyond that. And like, even if the author's transphobic, and it's like, this character's trans because they're terrible. Yeah, but they're still trans, and like, you should be more, shit, I jumped over that. You should be more respectful than the actual shitty story is towards them. But like, God, I'm honestly, like, there's another, Kiku from that same arc, one of the Scarabs, is probably the best trans person in One Piece, the only one who isn't treated as a joke. But you'll notice, like, wait a minute, normally this story is incredibly misogynistic and constantly fetishizes every single female character, but you're not doing that to the trans women. You're not doing that to Kiku for some reason. Oh, wait. Oh, this is worse. I wish that the story was being more misogynistic. Like, it's so bad. Like, the one female character who isn't, like, treated, like, sexualized, and don't call me dumb cunt, like, the one female character who isn't treated like garbage by the story and, like, reduced to nothing more than fan service. Well, actually, there's old women like Big Mom too, but the one character who doesn't get like sexualized and like treated as nothing more than like fan service is like the trans woman, and like that's kind of fucked up. And I almost died from Woodhammer there. That's bad. Don't make me battle, because I just had a battle. Like, oh god, One Piece is terrible. One Piece is terrible. It's really good at times. Like, it's like, I really like the, like, yeah, I want to go throw the government now because I watch One Piece. I've seen the memes in the past, but now I get why people are like flying Straw Hats flags as they like do big protests against authoritarian regimes, because it is a series about standing up to authority and fighting for freedom, and you know, that's kind of nice. But God, it's just so, God, I hate the fucking level curve in this game where I can't train up any of the new fucking Pokemon, because like, I just, whatever. Orange is better than Night Slash, I think, generally. I can't train up any new Pokemon because they just die instantly because, like, of whatever. And now I want to have another battle against this loser with his loser Pokemon who die instantly, whatever. So yeah, One Piece is kind of shitty except for when it isn't. I don't know. Yeah. There. Wait, how are you still alive? You Don't raise the dead in front of me. No, live with what you did. Live with the fact that you killed my Pokemon. Screw you. Screw you. Okay, yeah, and HM05, Waterfall, and now we're through this. Wasn't there a fight with Sycamore? Did I skip it? Or, oh no, I had that. I just completely blanked my mind because it was forgettable. And I think I'll end this. This will be sort of shorter. I'm just not really into it right now. I gotta bury some more Pokemon because I keep killing Pokemon. Shit, I didn't read the comments. God, that's why I do this series. The Walk 115. Aridin, when I get this far, downvote. No, not you. Yours is good, Sarah. Watch it over the course of a week. Fucking devastating. Thank you for all the work you put into diligently citing your sources as you went along, and for saying on the actual victims. You get an upvote. You get a downvote. You got an exclamation mark name after you, but didn't know we. But you got thumbs up.